If you're looking for knowledge, you've come to the wrong place. Billy Francesca is back with his new show, Tell Me Everything.
Am I back? Have I gone anywhere? Am I going anywhere? Are any of us going anywhere? What does it mean to go anywhere? Hi, everyone. It's going to be a very bumpy night. As you can see, I am doing another live Tell Me Everything I'm in my boudoir this evening, and I'm sitting down, and I just wanted to be comfy tonight. So I just did that. So just so you know what's happening, usually I'm doing it live from a Cracker Barrel. Not tonight. Tonight we're cozy. We have my gorgeous giant painting on the whole wall, which I love. I'm just yammering. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Tell Me Everything. Where do we start? Let's just get into it, really. I mean, where do we start? Today, I got my second Pfizer shot. And I know everybody got to give a testimonial about their shot, their experience with their shot, and what happened with their shot, and which shot did you get? And it's like exhausting for starters. Derek and I drove out to Magic Mountain, which I was like, oh my God, it's packed. It was packed because Magic Mountain is open. So people were going there to ride the roller coasters and carry on. However, if you're wondering what second shot feels like, they gave me the shot, didn't hurt, because you got to hear my testimonial, didn't hurt. As soon as they were finished, my FICA score went up. I was like, whoa, I'm feeling better already. When I got home, there was a letter from Sally Mae saying, no student loans for you anymore. Wow, I said. I was feeling really good. My hair started growing back. My skin cleared up. I don't have rickets anymore. So let me tell you, if you're skeptical about getting that vaccine, it changed my life. My eyes are now blue. Before they were shit brown. No, I'm kidding. I love my brown eyes. Don't it make my brown eyes blue? And now we're doing copyright infringement for my dear friend, Linda Ronstadt. Hi, I'm Billy Francesca. I'm your host tonight in another runaway train of Tell Me Everything. Marky Makeup and Stillwater are going to be with us tonight. And on our show on April 29th, the last Thursday of the month, I believe. Oh, I got to mail my rent. The last Thursday of the month, whatchamacallit, they're going to be here live with us. So that's going to be a real treat, just to put that in your calendars. And tonight we have Nix Latre with us. Just to let you know what's happening, Nix is at work tonight, live from Beaches, right here in West Hollywood, California. She got to work tonight, girl. She's hoofing it. She's working it. She's doing everything down there. I only know a little bit about the work she's doing there, but she got to tell me tonight. And as soon as I find out what kind of gig it is, I'll probably take it for myself. No, I'm kidding. I would never. It's not who I am. So we got a couple of, we got a couple of fun things. It's two fun things tonight, and that's it. This past recently weekend, last Sunday, I did a socially distancing brunch from none other than Whittier, the city of lights. And Whittier was just everything you could have hoped for. It was such a good time. It was my first gig since Halloween of 2020. DJ Derek Montero was DJing, of course. And it was our friends from Toasted LA, which is a new pop-up brunch idea that's happening. And they asked Derek to DJ, and our other friend, DJ Cesar, he was there to DJ. And they were looking for a host. And I said, you want me to host? And they said, we can't find anyone Whittier. See how I did that? Write it down, folks. So yeah, but it was a really nice weekend. Kiki Extravaganza was there. And if you don't know Kiki Extravaganza, then you must have been born yesterday, because she's like 200 years old. And I mean, and the girl just turns it out. And our friend Jada was there too, performing. So there was some performances. I did a number, and the kids were really shocked because it was a youthful number. And it was Moni Love. You guys know that song? It's a shame. And they were like, this bitch can do numbers. but I'm not going to start doing numbers now. It's too late in the game. I've already given up and I'm old and I don't really care. Anyway, so that's what's happening. That's what's happened recently. And tonight, now listen, everyone's Venmo, including my own, will be up tonight if you feel like throwing some shekels at us. Because the kids, Marky Makeup and Nyx, everyone is like really hustling and it's just a nightmare. I have personally never been this poor and I can't buy anything that I want. I told you a couple weeks ago I had to buy imitation soda water, which it wasn't Canada Dry or my good friends from Schweppes. So it's been a real nightmare. So if you got a couple of coins to throw to the kids, I appreciate it. Nyx is going to have a number tonight. We're going to interview her while she's on her break at work. Talk about double hustle. But let's get started with, I got some treats for you tonight. There's some new stuff too. In tonight's episode of I Like Mike, you better get yourself ready because it's really heating up. But let's get started with a Dear Diary. And we've got two of them tonight. Ooh, girl. So let's get started with our first show, little segment, Dear Diary. Hit it. Good evening and welcome. I'm Billy Francesca, your host for Dear Diary. Tonight we will be together, as always, jumping back in time to see about my life lessons, places I've been, and people who have shared their time with me. Let's get started, shall we? January 20th, 1999. Well, I got my wish with Richard. It ended, thankfully. Pedestals are for statues, not humans. I'm doing okay, although today I'm feeling really weird. I quit the job at the hair salon, and I'm very happy about that. There are a lot of things going on in my heart right now, and I can't seem to get to any of them. I'm not able to write clearly now. I'll be back. Short, but not very sweet. What will happen to Billy? Losing his job or quitting, as he calls it, at the hair salon, leaves us to believe we're headed for more turmoil. Thank you for joining us for Dear Diary. I'm your host, Billy Francesca, saying, wherever you go, write it down. It's evidence. I don't even know where to begin sometimes. Richard was this contractor that I met a million years ago, Italian, so you know I couldn't control myself. And I had seen him. I went to Algonquin, Maine. You guys know I always go to Provincetown, right? Well, this summer I had just got back from my San Francisco excursion, which was not great. And I went to Algonquin to work at a theater that a friend of mine owned and ran. And I met Richard. I saw him on the beach. And if you've ever been to Algonquin, it is boring. It is old school faggots with money, and they do not have a sense of humor for this kind of train wreck. That is Provincetown nonsense. Like Algonquin is like rich white people who have had it. Anyways, so I'm in Algonquin, not having the best fun, not having the best summer. And there's this man that I see. And back then I was thin and hairless and like I had gorgeous hair on my head. I had it together. But do you know why I never found a husband? My attitude. So anyway, he's on the beach walking with a friend and I jog by him, probably wearing a Speedo. I don't know if I wore a Speedo back then. Jogging by him and then I jog backwards because I'm so fucking cool. And I say to him, have you ever seen Bo Derek in 10? And then I turn around and keep running. That's how I thought you catch a man. 57 years later, she's still single, but she's not jogging anymore. And for good reason. So that's that Richard. I don't know where he is now. We lost touch because he got a restraining order against me. So, I mean, you don't know where someone is and you can't find them because they moved and with his protection program. But it was nice while it lasted. even though it never really got started. I believe in our next Dear Diary, because we have 2 tonight, it might be another one about Richard. I think it's double. I couldn't remember. This one was so short. I said, let's give the kids a double dose of Dear Diary. A double dose of Dear Diary. Say that 4 times fast while you're on fucking heroin. I might drink tonight, even though the nurses said, don't drink. And I was like, you don't know my life. But God, those nurses are amazing out there giving those shots and those hot. It was hot out there in the valley today because summer has hit here in Los Angeles. That's all. Okay. We're going to get to our next segment. My little cue card things are right here, so I know what's going on. I am doing a call-in show randomly on Sunday Fundays, and the name of the show is called Sunday Funday Call-in Show, original. And we tried it a few weeks ago because I had to shoot all of these other videos for people for birthdays and some engagements and things like that. Because I do my Billy Grams when people are like, hey, and I do these wonderful messages and I do all these clip art and people just really like it. So I've been doing those to make some extra money if I can. But I'm not going to lie to any of you. I drank a little. And then we did our Sunday Funday call-in show. And this was our first caller. I'll talk about it later. Blythe, hit it. Looking for some hot stuff. Hello, Billy Francesca here. We are doing a little call-in Sunday Funday action, which of course we'll be editing and splicing together and putting on our Tell Me Everything show.
Hi, Billy. This is Edgar. How you doing, buddy?
Edgar, my love. Buddy, do you need some advice? Did you have a question about anything in the world? Because I'm very knowledgeable.
So what should I do, Billy?
Oh, about being single.
Should I move back to LA? I actually moved here like one day before we closed down.
Okay, well that doesn't count. You can't gauge where you're living now without the pandemic. I would say once everything's open again and you can go out and see things and do things, discover the majesty of...
I mean, once I get those orgy invites, I totally would...
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe fit in, something like that.
Orgy invites. You will stay there for a little while longer. From that moment on, when things open, you give it 3 months. And that's when you can see if you like San Jose. However, listen, the rents here in LA are going down because people are leaving. Except all those fucking New Yorkers.
I hear that.
The New Yorkers keep moving in now. Don't get me started. Now it's all of a sudden,
now
I love LA. Yeah, now you do, but I'm not angry about it. However, give it some time. If you're not loving it right now, and you can maybe, go to a different job, like to have all that happen, then that's great.
Oh, I love my job.
Oh, you do? So then, can you transfer back here to La La Land?
Yeah.
Oh my God, then what are you doing? Get out of San Jose. Jesus Christ almighty. This is easy. Get out of San Jose.
I got to put in my time. I got to do well here, and then I'll be back.
Okay. But that's my advice. Either give it another 3 months or start, because you might find your dream apartment here in LA. You might find your dream man. You'll start work. But, give it a hot minute. But it might be time for a change yet again. Pack up all of your IKEA furniture and head back here.
Thank you so much.
I love you. I miss you, baby cakes. Nice to talk to you.
Mwah.
Bye, baby.
Mwah.
That's how we do our Sunday Funday call-in show. It's working. This cocktail is working. Thank God this show is free, or people would be screaming to get their money back. That's my friend Edgar. I mean, Jesus Christ. Edgar, he moved to a place called San Jose. I don't know the way there. Write it down, you dumb bitches. But he moved out there. But he's like, should I stay here? Should I go? And I'm like, I mean, you heard it. Motherfucker moved there like 2 days before the whole world shut down. And he's like, I'm not meeting anybody new. Well, of course you're not meeting anybody fucking new, Edgar. And the whole goddamn city shut down. And you're in a town that nobody knows. I don't know if San Jose is known for their nightlife. I don't think so. And then he tells me he can move, he can transfer with work. And that's the best part about working as a barista. everybody drink coffee or tea. So he could, of course, come back here to Los Angeles, California, if he wanted to. And I say, come on back if you want. But honestly, I touched on this a little in my talking to Edgar. The New Yorkers are moving here left, right, and center. Because, of course, you can live in Manhattan and spend $2,000 to basically live in a shoebox, with hepatitis, or you can come here and get a 1-bedroom with HPV. What would you want to do? And if we get an earthquake out here, which the rents will because people get real nervous because it's not dangerous anywhere else, not dangerous in Texas. So there's that. No matter where you go, the planet will get you because there's a lot happening. Oh, sidebar on Netflix, because everyone's watching television. I watched that pirate show. That was brilliant. I learned so much about history through that pirate show. But I just started watching that documentary about the oceans. Don't do it. Watch it because it's but I had to stop because it's a lot. But what I am recognizing a pattern with all of the shows. The planet is it's revolting. What's it called when they come back after you? The planet is revolting is the word, but I don't like that. It's not the right word I'm looking for. Retaliating. The planet is retaliating against us. And do you know why? Because humans fucking suck. End of story. There are two kinds of people in this world, and avoid both of them. That's what I say. Dominic sent me that today, and he was spot on. He couldn't have been any more correct about that. Okay. I got a few text messages a moment ago while I was not watching my own show because I know what it is. I already fucking did it. And some friends, hold on. Can I have a sip of this water? I'm feeling perched. Me. Okay. People are what? What's a Billy Graham? I'm not great about promoting myself. Obviously, I'm in my bedroom and I don't have 75,000 followers on Instagram, even though I'm super original and talented, but go suck a dick. I don't fucking care because people don't want to follow me. I don't know why, because, I don't get it. But anyway, so Billy Grahams are my take on, what's that thing called? I don't even know what it's called, because you have to have so many followers to get on that thing. Blythe, what's that thing called? That thing everyone does.
Cameo.
Cameo. I can't get on Cameo. And do you know why? Because you need something like fucking 20,000 followers. And I'm not paying some fucking robot from Korea to fucking pretend it's my friend. No, spank you. So I did my own thing on my own Cameo thing. And they're called Billy Grahams. And for those of you who don't know who Billy Graham is, he was an evangelist who, didn't like gay people. But nobody liked gay people back then. They didn't like anybody. They only liked boring white folks who obeyed the rules and then did things behind everyone's back. That was totally cool. So I haven't even shared it on Facebook yet. Here's my Billy Graham commercial. Watch it. Maybe you have a special someone that you want to send a message to. Maybe there's someone that you hate that you want to send a message to. Those are my speciality. All right. Hit it, Blythe. Hey kids, Billy Francesca here, and do I have a treat for you? Is your friend going through their third divorce and you're so sick of hearing about it? Is your BFF complaining about having another UTI? Well, is there someone you just can't stand, but just can't find the words to tell them? Well, then your prayers have been answered. You should send them a Billy Graham.
Billy Graham. Billy Graham.
Let me tell your uncle with dementia he gets a little handsy at parties. You want to dump your boyfriend for the guy who gave you a squeezer on the E-train? What about the baby you're carrying? It's not your husband's, then let me do the work and send them a Billy Graham.
Billy Graham. Billy Graham.
For just $25, I will do a personalized in-drag message saying whatever you want to whoever you want. Is your grandmother getting on your nerves? Then I'm your gal. A Billy Graham lets you put the mess back in messages.
Billy Graham. Billy Graham.
Let me record a personalized message telling that special someone in your life to get the out of your house. That you had it with them. How many times do I have to tell you, I don't care about your long-haired cat. Just get the out and don't call me, don't text me, and I'm not following on Instagram anymore. Billy Graham is the only way to go. When you just don't know what to say, let me help you out with that. Shoot us an email at billygrahammessages@gmail.com.
Billy Graham. Billy Graham.
We also do birthdays and anniversaries and weddings and stuff. We'll send a nice message.
Talk about whoring yourself out. It's actually been a riot. I made one for my friend Kristen's 50th birthday, which was last weekend back east. And I sent that in, and everyone just loved it, because who doesn't like a bald, lazy drag queen who barely wears any eye makeup and, sending someone a message? That's my angle. But I guess at the end of the day, you've got to be comfortable in your own skin, and you've got to do what makes you happy. And you know what makes me happy? Sleeping and hoping I don't wake up. But so far, I do keep waking up, and that's what we have for that. So listen, maybe you want one. I mean, I don't know. I thought people would like them. It's catching on slowly, but like Blythe says, you don't promote it. You showed it twice, and you think the whole fucking world's going to know about it, which is true. I'm not really great about honking my own horn. I don't even want to touch it anymore. But I try to, I figure if people want to see something, they're going to look for it. But I guess that's not how social media works. But I find the whole thing to be gross. Can I even, I don't even want to see Blythe. Now I'm thinking about what I was bitching about all last weekend. And I bitched about it on my show. Because, Jackie Steele and I have our own show on. It's coming up this Tuesday, Triggered. And I talked about this on Triggered. And I don't want to get into it again. But some things on social media should not be shared on social media. That's my opinion. But of course, not my Billy Graham messages. Those are totally fine. Who wouldn't want to hear those? All right. So Nix Latre is coming up. We have to wait till 8:30 because that's when she's on her break. Because I guess California laws, you get a break or something. I don't really know, because I do, pretty much whatever I want. And I take breaks. Well, I'm on a break right now. But so it's constantly on a break. So there's that. I might like to share a little more about that pirate movie, the pirate show on Netflix. I was calling it Pirate Kingdom or something. It's so interesting because, there's Pirates of the Caribbean down in Disney World. This is what it's about, because it's that's real. The Pirates of the Caribbean, that's real. Not Jack Black. Oh, no, that's not his name. It was Johnny Depp playing Captain Jack Sparrow. Let me tell you something. After watching this documentary, I think, and I don't know, I don't want Disney getting all up my corn, but I think that Captain Jack Sparrow was loosely based on Blackbeard, maybe, because I was watching the show, who was a real dick, by the way. I liked him up until, I don't want to give away anything that happened, but it's all history books, but whatever. But because what's his name? Blackbeard, the notorious pirate, he went a little cuckoo. And if you've seen any of the pirate movies, because that Nightingale Cedric, or whatever hell her name is, Keira Nightingale Cedric, I don't know. Keira Knightley Cedric, I don't know. She's in it too, with that Orlando Bloom, who's uncut. Okay, listen, but Blackbeard, he had syphilis. And I know what you're saying, Billy, I'm already horny, but wait a minute. But syphilis, there was no cure for it. And it made you go a little cuckoo in the head. And I wonder if that, Jack Sparrow, Captain Jack Sparrow, because he was always a little savvy and all that fucking shit. I wonder if that was because of syphilis. Not that he had syphilis in that movie, but you know what I mean, right? As a pirate, he was because you'd have syphilis for a while. It wasn't it killed you like that. Oh, no. You could have syphilis for a while, and it would rot your brain and eat away at your brain stem or something, and you become real loosey-goosey and stuff like that. So I wondered in that pirate show, I wondered a lot about syphilis in that pirate show, because everyone was having sex with everybody, and they said, oh, that's what it called, the Lost Pirate Kingdom. Oh my God! Before Nick gets here. Okay, wait. The other show I just watched last night, not about syphilis, was about the most expensive art heist in the entire country was in New York. And as you guys know, I've never been to New York. I've never been there, but not a big fan. I'm not a big fan. I don't mind that New Yorkers are coming here to LA. I love that. I love a transplant. I just hate that, like, when I first got here, New Yorkers would be like, oh, LA. Oh, LA. And I was like, fuck off then. Stay in fucking New York. But now, oh, I want to be warm all summer. I mean, I want to be warm all winter. Warm all summer. But you know what I'm spraying, right? But it was about this art heist, and it was not art heist, art forgeries, which did not know that was a thing. But made you look, what is it? Yeah, that's what it's called. It was really, really good. And I don't know if you are an art aficionado like I am, because I have a couple of Degasses laying around. There's a Picasso in my barn. I mean, stuff like that. But it was really, really good because I didn't know all this shit. But people made copies, made like fake paintings, and tricked even the, the experts. What a great word, expert. Don't get me started. But I watched that last night too. Not right after the pirate shows. I did also read, if you're wondering, if you're one of those people like me who watches the same thing over and over again, there's a reason for that. They say that's how people with anxiety deal with their anxiety, because they don't want to be surprised by anything. They get like, it's too much, which is why, I know you don't want to hear this, it's why I stopped watching Downton Abbey. So I just couldn't watch any more of it because they got upset with Anna, and I stopped it right in the middle of the show, and I said no. So there's that. Anyway, let's show you the next Dear Diary, and then we're going to text Nix Latre and see if she's on her break and get started with that and show our performance and get into it so we can get to I Like Mike, which I really can't wait for you to see. All right, Blythe, let's show our second Dear Diary.
Good evening. I'm Billy Francesca. Welcome to another edition of Dear Diary. Together we explore the sands of my mind and time, learning, unlearning, relearning, spelling the word learning, as we read my diaries and share my unique knowledge with all of you. Let's get started, shall we? March 23rd, 1998. It was a bit of a rough day, and I'm not quite sure why. Mary took me out for dinner. It was lovely, and the company is simply divine. Without her, I would certainly have wound up at the bottom of a pickle barrel. I have a rather startling confession. I'm terribly unhappy. Oh yes, I know you're surprised. I'm flying home on May 2nd, and I have my doubts on whether or not I'll make it till then. Work at the cafe is a bevy of mindless activities. These people I work with are mindless at best. I'm now staying in a hotel and making the final arrangements of having Mama Love taken away. Empty inside is merely an appetizer to a much larger explanation. I'll be working with Rick this summer, and although I'm excited, I feel I lack the energy to try something new so soon after my San Francisco excursion? I would rather return to my safety zone of Provincetown for yet another predictable summer. In parentheses, I'm not as durable as one might think. I bruise rather easily these days. End parentheses. So as always, I'm at a major loss. In this case, if I'd said holding on for dear life, I wouldn't be lying. V, it's your turn now. Riveting stuff. That would have been during Billy's time in San Francisco, where he was, alas, not so much a wandering minstrel, but homeless. Thank you for tuning in for Dear Diary tonight. Stay tuned for more information on the magical world of Billy Francesca and Dear Diary.
This bitch. Don't get me started on San Francisco. Fuck all that. We'll get into it later. Listen, Nix Latre is here. Blight, let's show that intro and let's bring Nix out. Let's get into it. I'm ready for it now. Where is my girl? She's working hard. Hi. You're doing great. Are you there? What's
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi.
Really?
Yeah, I can see you.
Hello?
You're doing great. This is going great.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. Hi, people.
Oh, there you are. Hi, why are you frozen? Aren't you on the internet there? Don't you have internet at beaches?
Yes. Wait, can you see me? Wait, one.
Okay, take a minute.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you moving.
Oh my. Wait, what do I know?
Oh, there you are. That's better.
Hi, you're reporting live from Beaches, West Hollywood.
Yes, hi, babe. How are you?
Oh, I'm amazing. How are you? Keeping COVID safe?
You're working in drag. You're doing the whole thing.
Yes, I'm working in drag. We're reporting live, keeping COVID safe. It's a beautiful packed house here today. If you can see, we made all these renovations. We have all the inside is ready, willing to go. We have a beautiful back patio here. So it is just beautiful. We are so excited. Look how beautiful this all is. Stefano did a really great job creating this, and it's beautiful.
Is that all the stuff that Stefano did?
I'm sorry, what was that, baby?
Didn't Stefano build all that stuff out? Isn't Stefano helping out down there?
Yes, Stefano is here. He built everything by himself. He's completely the creative aspect behind this. And you know, any Stefano project, he goes above and beyond. We got even look these little table lamps now.
Whoa,
it's little table lamps. The ambiance.
That's great. All right. Are you doing okay? You've been working a lot, huh?
It looks beautiful. He really killed it.
It looks
but
great. No one's angry about the internet. I'm gonna get you some broadband though for beaches. I'm gonna get you broadband. Yeah, you're fine. You can't hear a goddamn.
Hello. Oh, there you are.
Fine.
This dang internet. I can't hear shit.
But Nick, I'm gonna show your video.
How many what?
I'm gonna show your video. I'm gonna show your video.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, there you are. God bless. I'm gonna show your video. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, big. Sorry. What was that? One more time.
I'm gonna show your video. I want everyone to see your performance.
Okay, babe.
I'm gonna show it. All right, play. Let's hit it.
gave me medication and said it's my last warning, but all I need to be myself is you. And get fucked up so bad, can I have that? Baby, all I wanna do is get you out of hand and don't give a damn. Tell me, do you want it too? All I wanna do, all I wanna do. Drop it like it's so hot. Give me everything you got. Let's take shots, I wanna go away. Fuck it, let's get young like Botox. 1, 2, 3, here I come again. OMG, shock you well, my friend. Let's get fucked up so bad. Can I have that? Baby, all I wanna do is get you out of hand and don't give a damn. Tell me, do you want it too? All I wanna do, all I wanna do. Drop. Mrs. Cyber has left the building. I repeat, Mrs. Cyber has left the building again.
Ooh, girl, that was spooky, girl. You scared me a little. Girl.
I live.
Did you make Bird do all that editing?
Bird Lambro Talking Incorporated. You know my mama Bird Lambro. She does everything for me. That is my soul sister, my sweetheart. She keeps me together, bitch. It is everything.
I know. Where is your famous mother, Rhea Latre? Is she abandoned us? Is she?
Hateful. I live. I love you so much.
Thank you for doing this. I know you're at work. Thank you. I love you.
Please come visit Beaches West Hollywood. Get your Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, brunch, everything. So please come. I love you all.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you, baby. Thank you, my
Bye,
love.
beautiful.
Bye, honey. All right. If everyone watching could pitch in like $1, and we're gonna buy them some broadband internet. And but that was Nick's Latre. I'm so happy she did the show, but she had to work, and I was like, let's just try to make it work. I want to get as much exposure for all of our performers in Queens out there because it's been a long motherfucking year. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Billy. Last week you had the amazing Pussy Wells, which is true. But Pussy works from home, as do I, as a soccer mom. But I really wanted to showcase some performers who are out there working. So there's that. So I'm sorry it's a little glitchy, but the show's free and you can go fuck yourself because my patience level is over. So there's that. All right. Now, I don't know what's next. Can I look at my iPad thing? Oh, we're going into Marky Makeup and, of course, Stillwater with our Word of the Gay. Everybody love a little Word of the Gay. All right, Blythe, hit it.
Hey, get out your rainbow dictionary. It's time for Word of the Gay. I'm Stillwater, and this week's word is bloop. Bloop is the new exclamation point. A friend can be rattling off on something, hollering at a person, calling someone out, throwing shade, spilling the tea, not hot tea, but spilling the tea, all the good goss, and all you have to say to agree with them is bloop. It lets the person know you agree with them and that they read the person so well, you wouldn't like to add anything except bloop. It's like a cherry on top of a sundae. You don't have to have it, but when you do, bloop. It's even better. I'm Stillwater, and you can follow me at Stillwater Live Show on Instagram. Bloop.
You gotta love it when a white girl puppet is going bloop, and the high one bloop, Like, it's like, bloop, you got to own it. But Stillwater is new to that word. And that's what the word of the day is all about. It's informing the children what is happening. Throw some shekels to Marky Makeup if you can in Stillwater. They're going to be live on our Tell Me Everything show on April 29th, the last Thursday of the month. I'm loving the word of the day. It's really, well, you know, Totes My Goats was our last episode's word. And that was all over the news because Jerry sent me a link from a place, I think it's called Ohio. And they're doing Totes My Goats, like took over their news feed or something. And Jerry's like, what did you do? Which I have made a lot of things very popular over the years. And I'm going to try to do that with gay words that I like. So there's that. Nobody's angry. Everything is going fine. Okay. We have our other call-in show from our Sunday Fun Day call-in show. Let's get to that video. Show the kids what they want to see. This was our second call of the day, and I did the editing myself. I'm learning. We're on a learning curve here because I have no discernible talent, as you all know. Life, let's go to our call-in show. Hi, Billy Francesca here. Welcome to our Sunday Fun Day call-in show. If you're watching this, then that means people are calling in. Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing.
Hi, Billy.
Oh my God, hi, I'm sorry. I guess my ringer's not on and I don't know how to do it.
We called you 5 times.
Come on, say hi. Who else is there?
Hello, Billy.
Oh my God, that voice is booming. My God almighty. Oh, where's my fan? I almost had a fucking heart attack. That's a man's voice. Oh, okay.
Very sensitive, huh?
Oh my God. I was like, oh, I grabbed my heart. Hi, how are you?
Excellent. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Do you have any questions? You need any advice on anything? I know everything. I'm very worldly.
We were going to call on relationship advice.
Relationship advice. How can I help with relationship advice?
We've been married for 25 friggin' years.
25 friggin' years. Okay, it sounds so far like it's gone well.
Well, for one of us.
I have nobody. Listen, we don't want any trouble. Are you asking how to keep a relationship fresh after 25 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me break it down for you. One, I've never been in a relationship because people don't like me. And I'm okay with that because I'm a lot. So I'm fine with that. But let me tell you a little, I don't want to say it's a secret, but a little trick. I think each of you should write down 5 things that you want to do. It could be something as easy as like, I want a foot massage. Let's go for a walk somewhere we've never been. You write 5 things down each, you put it in a jar, and then you pick a day and you do one of them. Whatever it is, you've got to do it. Don't write anything like have sex on a Camaro because I think I know who's calling and I think you've already done it. So let's just keep that in mind. No one's judging or pointing a finger. However, I think the trick is to do things that you don't normally do. Put that special time aside for each of yourselves. Does that make sense?
It does.
Well, you know I'm very smart.
Take care.
I love you. Bye, guys. It's working. It's working. My call-in show is working. Even though, oh God, I missed another call. So I had a call-in show, as you know, and I didn't have the ringer on my phone. If you suffer from anxiety like I do, I don't have any alerts on anything on my phone, none of it. It doesn't buzz, it doesn't do a goddamn thing. If someone is in an emergency situation and they need to call me, they are probably going to die because I won't answer it and I'll see it much later and be like, oh, I really feel bad. Carmine can attest to that. There's a great story. I'll let him tell it sometime. But yeah, I don't answer my phone. So for the call-in show, it would have been helpful to have the ringer on. Well, live and learn, as they say. Live and learn. All right. Let's get to our next episode of I Like Mike, the world premiere. If you are on my Patreon page, which is $1, you saw it already. Because I share all of that stuff with all of my Patreon folks because they are keeping me afloat. And so I don't have to literally live in squalor and I can still afford car insurance. So I appreciate that love. I'm all over the place, but let's get to our newest episode of I Like Mike.
Well, hello, Mike, if that's even your name. Yes, Mike, I heard you calling my name. Yes, Michael, I got the flowers that you sent me. Yeah, Mike, and for good reason I didn't return your phone calls. And do you know why? Because the last time I called you, some man answered your phone, whom I could only assume was tall, dark, and handsome, and hung like an Arabian horse. Listen, if you're dating someone else, that's fine, Mike. I get it. But stop trying to plant your seed in this barren wasteland I call my heart. Stop playing with my heartstrings like an old pinball machine with Crohn's disease. I don't need it. Chip the plumber? The building manager called a plumber because your shower was leaking? My plumbing? My plumbing works just fine, I'll thank you for asking. Sure, it's old and rusted and smells like mothballs and broken dreams, but men love my plumbing. And my shower works too. Oh, Mike, I'm sorry. I've been acting like such a pill through this whole thing, just acting crazy. It's true. We all go a little crazy sometimes. Little crazy. Oh, Mike, let's do something special. Just the two of us. Maybe like a hot air balloon ride over the Americana in Glendale. Oh!
Luckily, I had a blue maternity shirt that I could wear for that shoot. Let me tell you something. The ongoing saga of I Like Mike. Ooh. So if you've been watching the I Like Mike series, you know that this week was a reunion of sorts. And of course, it didn't go well because balls flew at my face. That's a reference to that movie with that girl who's not around anymore and the other one who's dead. So that was that. Isn't that just that I Like Mike? That has been an idea of mine for years. I love doing it. Danny helped out with that. I yelled at him all fucking day long because he's not a cameraman or a grip or a background person or doesn't take direction. However, it worked out and it's pretty funny. I actually really enjoy it. I say actually as if like it's actually pretty good, which is just a very weird preposition to be like, I thought it wasn't going to be, but it is. So I hope you're all enjoying it. All right, let's get to, while I was looking through my Google, I don't know what it's called, the Google hard drive, I guess, online. I found some stuff from, as you know, I have my show Hashing It Out, which we've been doing since the very beginning, since, God, I don't even know how many years ago now. It was a summer. I was over at my old place at the Birdhouse, and I said to Josh Wells, Pussy Wells, listen, I'm going to either go home for the summer and go to the beach for 3 months, or we're going to put together a show and we're going to have it on YouTube. And Josh said, we're starting next week. Get everything ready. And I did. And that really is what got me going on having a online presence. And that's why I have 175 followers on Instagram. So it's been really great. I think I've had the page for about 10 years, and we have 2,000, actually, we have 1,800 followers on YouTube. So I'm doing great. I'm an influencer of sorts. If influencers don't know anybody, then I am definitely at the top of the list. But let's do a little blast from the past so you can see one of our old shows. I really, after watching this, I was like, I miss that, because we did it all at my house, which I'm about to start doing again here at the point, but we'll see. All right, Blythe, roll it.
Hi kids, Billy, Francesca here. Welcome to another episode of Hashing. What the fuck are you saying over there?
My fucking cocktail.
Oh. Hi kids, welcome. To another magical episode here of Hashing It Out with Billy Francesca. I've got our topics right here in our later gator. For those of you who've never seen the show before, you're late. Okay, our first this fucking thing. Toilet paper commercials. I'm sorry, do we really need toilet paper commercials?
A toilet paper that works so well.
Are you all so fucked up that you're like, you know what? Maybe I won't wipe my ass. You get those bears, because bears shit in the woods, talking about comfort.
All that charm and softness. Looks good, son.
This is disgusting. And then to make matters worse, now you go to the bathroom, there's this fucking English bitch who assaults you and is like, do you want to go commando?
You would not believe the motherload I just dropped.
Get away from me, you fucking weirdo. I'm spitting, I'm so angry. Hold on. Talking about wiping your fucking ass. Wipe your ass, keep it clean, move on. Keep it to yourself. Thank you. Sorry, let me just fan that down a little.
Isn't that? I used to love doing that show. We were doing it at the Standard too before they closed down and my life got ruined. But we used to have such a ball. I would invite over friends, between, I don't know, 5 or 10 people, and we'd film it in one of my garages, and we'd all pile in and we'd drink and order pizza and sit outside, and we'd do 4 or 5 a night. And it was just a riot. And just like anything, any true person who's an asshole and who hates themselves will never like anything they're doing. I'm sure I'll look back on this fondly. But they never, and when I'm in it, I never think, this is amazing. I'm always like, this fucking sucks. Everything sucks. And then later I'm like, my God, that was so much fun. I guess that's just the problem with being, angry all the time. But we had so much fun doing that. And we're going to do it again. We're going to bring it back here and do it at the point, I think. Come sit on my deck. We'll do it. Come sit on my deck, hashing it out. All right. So the show is wrapping up. We'd like to do just an hour because fuck that. But let's show you what's on the cutting room floor first, and then we'll come back and I'll say my goodbyes to all of my friends who are watching, which I'm guessing is like 3 of you. But no one's angry. Okay, Blythe, blast from the past. Of course, I can't sing and I have no discernible talent. I had to put my earrings on my arm over my head. Anyway. Big band bouquet. Floral delivery.
Sorry.
Ah, look at this. Oh no, this is terrible.
I can't stand working without a real crew.
Shut up.
I'm already recording.
Wait for the ambulance. Wait for all
Yeah, this is literally like, I might as well be literally in Times Square. Trying to make
I'm sorry that my studio isn't up to par. I didn't soundproof it.
The area of town that I'm in is just dangerous. I really wish I could turn on Instagram Live. Can you do Instagram Live from your computer? Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing. She died doing what she loved most. Canceling plans.
Jesus Christ. Let's try that again. Here.
Oh, this feedback is so bad.
What's the feedback? Oh, you have to lower your volume on your end. That's not me. You stupid bitch. Don't make me angry and make me drive all the way out to San motherfucking Jose.
Figure out the penmanship on this is that of a serial killer.
It's not that bad. It's actually very well done.
That's when I was using a fountain pen.
Oh, those got expensive.
Yeah. Well, it's the quills, really. The ink was cheap. Finding a quill of a certain size is it's always a job. Okay. Nobody's angry here. We're doing a great job. We're making art for no fucking reason because no one watches the show. Okay, count to 3 and then you can start.
Count to 3 and then you can start. Hey, that's our show for tonight. I really want to thank, honestly, Nix Latre for being at work tonight and jumping in at last minute because we had a cancellation on our performer that was scheduled. Nick said, I'll totally do it, but I have to work. And that makes me really happy because that is how queens get somewhere, because you got to just jump in and go up with it when you can. And if you're out in West Hollywood, call Beaches, get a reservation. I know that Stefano, my dear friend Stefano Rosso, was down there and he's helping promote and get people down there safely and all that jazz. So go on down to Beaches in West Hollywood. I want to do my show from down there, but first I'm going to buy them new internet. So I'll have to call my parents for a check. So thank you, Nix Latre. Obviously, thank you, Stillwater and Marquee Maker for doing the show. And thanks to all of you. I know my energy's a little low tonight, but I really did have my shot today. And I do feel fine if you're worried about getting the vaccine, but she is a little like, I want to crawl into bed, and just kind of sit there and watch Midsummer Murders. But I do appreciate all of you watching. I really do. Thank you for tipping all of our performers tonight. Sending you all love. Please be safe. And we'll see you all soon. Thank you so much. I thank my sponsors, the Pygmy Hippo Shop, of course. We, of course, have Megan and Brent over there at our Revenge Fantasy Cycle. We love them. And my friends at Camden who are trying. It's our new app. You can download it, put my name in, trying to find a husband. That's basically what's happening with that. Thank you all. Have a safe night. Bye, Z's. Bye. Roll the credits.
Oh, this isn't what it looks like.
Looks like a weirdo in the park with a mannequin.
Oh, then it's exactly what it looks like.